Hey guys, this is Will from Tessin.
I'm Norm from Tessin.
Norm, it's time to look once again at iPad apps.
iPad apps of the week. We might have some yaws.
Possibly some yaws.
And some games.
Popout Peter. Why not?
That's inappropriate, but you'll find out when we look at these apps.
This, Norm, is DropSeven by Zynga.
Oh, so it's like Farmville.
It was originally not by Zynga, which is why we're talking about it.
Okay.
They bought this because it's a good game.
It looks like a Sudoku-esque game, but like Tetris also.
Well, there's a dropping element. The way this game works is your goal is to make...
Wait. Just to make it clear, I have watched you play this for the past 15 minutes while we've tried to solve AV problems, and I cannot figure it out.
It's still incomprehensible, right?
Incomprehensible.
Okay. So the way this works is when you have a group of blocks that is the number wide or tall that is on a bubble, the bubble explodes. So when I put this 7 over here, it's going to mean that there are 3 blocks in a row. Oops. Nope. 3 blocks in a row, so the 3 will go away.
Wait, what do you mean? Okay.
So watch, I put the 4s down, both the 4s go away.
Oh, now it all makes sense.
Instantly makes sense, right?
Instantly, so you want to put a 5 in that hole that you just dropped in.
It's okay, I'm going to put a 3 there. And the gray ones take 2 to break. Suddenly the whole thing, it's like a light was turned on. It is a stunningly good puzzle game. It's the kind of thing you can sit down and lose a couple of hours. There's multipliers, so the longer a chain you make, you eventually fill up a lot of the board, and you can make these big, really complex chains.
The goal is to eliminate all the numbers on the board.
The goal is to score points.
Score points.
Eliminating
also.
all the numbers doesn't. You get a bonus, I think, when you clear off everything.
Drop it again.
Actually, pretty hard to do. Well, there's no reason to do it there. So what I'm going to do is drop that and get rid of all these 7s, and then the 1s. And the thing that happens is they're traps. So eventually, you get like a row of 1s together. That's really hard to get out of. Same thing for a row of 7s. Basically, it's a fairly complex game for what seems like a relatively simple puzzle game.
And also, over time, it will give you a row of gray circles.
Yeah, so you can see along the bottom, this is the number of balls I have left. I'm going to go ahead and just drop a whole shitload of balls at once.
Balls.
My balls.
I do like the aesthetic also with this that shadow.
Yeah. Yeah, well, the other nice thing about this game, it works really well on the bus. There's no motion controls or anything like that. This is, there's iPhone and iPad versions of this. This is the iPad version. I can't actually remember if this is a universal app.
I would be disappointed if it's not. It actually looks very much like an iPhone.
I think that it is not, because I paid for the iPhone version years ago, and I had to buy this again last night. But it is a really good game. Totally recommend it. We haven't talked about it in Apps of the Week yet. And as you can see, the bottom row just filled up with double breakers.
DropSeven.
Norm, do you like jazz?
You mean Yaz?
Yaz.
I have been known to play Yaz. I was in a Yaz band in middle school.
Really? Were you any good?
It was also a middle school Yaz band.
Oh, okay, so no is the answer. So this is actually the history of Yaz, or jazz, app. It's kind of textbooky, but it's cool in a multimedia. Like, remember in the 90s when we heard about multimedia and how it was going to be a thing?
Yeah.
And then it never was?
This is the kind of thing I would see in a museum. Like if they had iPads on the wall.
Yeah, that's kind of it.
Then and like children of all ages could interact with history.
So the neat thing about this is it's like a curated experience. It pulls from all over. There's YouTube videos, there's music. Basically, there's a lot of public domain stuff because a lot of jazz stuff is in public domain now.
I do like it just pretty much pulls off of YouTube, and you do have the AirPlay.
And it pulls Wikipedia articles as well. So, you know, this is the cool jazz Wikipedia article. You can browse through and dig down, get into other stuff.
So it's just presentation, that's all it is.
It's a really fancy presentation.
And using a fancy font and a scroll bar, it looks like a keyboard.
Well, and
it's xylophone.
It is curated, though. I mean, so that is the important thing. There's dudes who are really into jazz who are filling this with content.
Wait, so is it constantly being updated?
It does not. Well, I mean, it seems like it's a history book for the most part, so I don't know that there's a whole lot of need to constantly update. But it does go through the modern age. There's some other stuff that you can do here. Well, hold on. Oh, here we go. There's
got quotes. That is a funky font.
Well, jazz is all about improv and
funk.
Feeling the. No, funk is about funk.
Oh, that's right. Jazz
is about something else. There's a screensaver mode, which I thought was kind of lame, actually. But that was not where I wanted to go at all. Oh, it's this thing over here, actually. Sorry. Go away, menu. It's a little slow in some regards, but I think it's an intentional kind of slowness. There's also browsing, so you can skip straight to, you can browse by time, you can also browse by style. So if you want to know what slow jazz is with an E, if I can find it down here,
Yeah, I'm not so hot on this interface that you have in the bottom.
It's a little funky for, you know, there's no search. It's not a perfect app in that regard.
Yeah.
But I do really like, I like this presentation for information and stuff like that. Of course, you can see videos for the artist. You can download songs. I think you can actually buy the songs from iTunes if you are so inclined to do that. I found this a really compelling presentation. I wish, like, when I think about interactive textbooks, this is kind of what I think an interactive textbook should look like.
Why go to a Jazz museum when you have one in your iPad?
Exactly. This is a Wikipedia viewer.
Articles.
It's called Articles. Basically, it is like the history of jazz. It's a presentation of stuff that's already accessible on the web in a kind of more tablet-friendly form.
Okay.
So what would we like to search for? What would you like to know more about?
I want to learn about American Tail, Five-O Goes West.
Five-O.
Oh, nope, that's not how you spell it.
How do you spell
That's
Five-O?
racist.
I don't know how to spell Five-O.
F-I-E-F.
I-E-F.
E-L.
E-L?
Nope. Oh my goodness, we're terrible spellers. How about an American Tail? There you go.
There we go. Boom.
V, there's a V.
Okay, so this is the first American Tail, but basically you get the Wikipedia
It looks
article.
just like Wikipedia. The font is better than on the standard Wikipedia website.
Exactly.
Click an image, see how
it's accessing the API. So instead of pulling all the framework and stuff, if you're on a low-speed connection, it works a little bit better than just downloading the web pages over and over again. I thought it was kind of nice. I like the kind of discovery features.
You can bookmark.
So you can bookmark specific articles. You can go for a random article. I mean, that seems pretty useless to me.
Now
but I
here's a
do
question.
like the nearby ones.
Oh, okay.
So here it knows that we're here,
So it's like
and the pins
geography-based.
will just start popping up in a sec.
You know, there's a beat museum close by. I wonder
Whoa!
if zoom in, enhance.
Enhance.
More enhancing.
Financial district. See, so then you can skip. Oh my God!
Even more.
The world is full of Wikipedia.
Are Wikipedia pages for everything around us. I wonder if there's one for Wikimedia.
I'm gonna. Oh, I bet we're not on the.
Oh,
I bet we're not geotagged. Oh wait.
Oh wait.
Embarcadero. Oh, psych. This isn't something that is. There's very little functional improvement over the actual Wikipedia, but it's kind of a nice. If you want a more bookish thing, if you want the ability to do bookmarks, it's pretty handy.
Now,
and
can you download
multiple tabs?
All of Wikipedia in the app?
You cannot download Wikipedia in the app. That would be, I think it's like 65 gigs or something now. But
they should create a version of it that's just the good stuff. Like distilled.
Well, they do
20,
that. There's a 12
gigs.
gig version.
Okay, that's
you can
what I
download.
want.
It's all text-based, so you lose all the cool formatting when you do that, though. So yeah, I mean, this is a relatively inexpensive app. I thought it was interesting. It's not like the greatest thing, but it does give you. I mean, this is the headers in the article, and you can skip straight to the specific thing.
It's just about presentation.
It's about presentation, exactly. Popout Peter.
That sounds really inappropriate.
It's a kid's book. It's for kids.
Oh, it's Peter Rabbit.
Easter is coming up this week.
Okay.
What better time to talk
Or by
about,
the time you watch this, it might
it'll
already have passed.
Easter will be today.
Whoa.
So this is a virtual pop-up book, which I had never seen before.
It's reading.
Oh,
it's reading really fast.
I think we can slow that down.
Oh,
Flopsy, Mopsy, and Cottontail.
So this is like that Alice book.
Yeah, exactly. I think this is a similar presentation. These are all. Oh my God, the leaves are moving. I'm turning the page. Whoa,
no, it
look.
still doesn't. It's not a substitute for a real pop-up book. I like going to a bookstore, getting a pop-up book that's like 3 inches thick, but they're really only 10 pages.
Yeah. Well, the pop-up books have gotten kind of crazy since we were kids.
Super crazy. You can open a spread and like a monster jumps out at your face, and then you can also make its eyes move.
The one thing I like is if you're trying to teach your kids to read, this is something that a real book can't do. You know, it highlights the words as it reads them, so that kids can read along with the book as it reads to them. I kind of like it makes me a little sad that maybe kids or parents aren't spending time reading with their kids and trusting the machine instead.
This overly digital presentation of a awesome analog like gimmick in book publishing makes me kind of sad.
Look at Peter. Why does Peter wear a waistcoat? That makes no sense at all. I think that Popout Peter is probably an inappropriate name for this app, though.
Yes, I agree.
Okay.
You're spoiling the entire book. I don't want to know what happens at the end.
Norm, are you ready to be
That
auditoriumed?
icon does say on it. I was hoping it would say you, like a sheep, but nope. It's
Really? You'd rather have an app about sheep than music?
Yeah. Oh, it's about music.
I thought you liked music.
I thought this was just a mosaic of hipsters.
Well, this is the browser for lookathatfuckinghipster.com. Look at this fucking hipster.com.
Wow. So what does this actually do?
This is a music discovery
Pick
app.
the guy with the most history beard. Oh, he has a beard.
Yes, he's a musician of some sort.
Wow.
Wow, that is quite the beard. This is Liam Finn from Wellington, New Zealand. He has a band, which you're probably hearing right now, that we are not hearing, unfortunately.
So you get his little backstory. You can buy his music.
He has 99 people who've shared him. Basically, you can buy music, you can view videos if they have them on the web.
So
it
this
seems
is
like Liam does not.
a music discovery app.
Oh wait, he does have videos.
And it does have access to YouTube.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back. I'm going.
Go back. Go back. There you go.
Disenhance. There's a couple of things. Okay, so the other thing is this thing up in the top left corner, this giant map thing, is actually a map of the bands that I've explored. So the ones that are lit up as we scroll by them are bands that I've looked at. Now there's a couple of problems with this. It's real hit or miss at the beginning.
Yes.
Because you don't have any kind of perspective. You can't, for example...
You're really picking out an image, a band based on their promo image.
Well, it's kind of like going to the record store in the old days where you just look and buy whatever had cool cover art.
Click the ones with the girls.
You always click the ones... Well, there's a girl. She's wearing a tank top.
I will buy her music.
Really? She's Priscilla Ahn from Los Angeles, California.
And the song is called Rain.
And it's about rain. And look, here we have... Oh, wait. Yeah, there's lyrics. I don't know that this is an app that I would use for music discovery. It is a cool presentation. I believe it's free.
I wouldn't consider myself odd.
I am under odd, even. But people really liked it. Like the reviews were crazy for this app. People went completely bonkers for it, which is why I downloaded it and then proceeded to be not odd. I do like the tiger. So Auditorium.
Not so awe-inspired.
Awful-torium.
Oh, that's very good. Yeah. Auditory terribleness. I don't know.
I like the kids' book. Popout Peter, I think, sends the right message to children. But
my favorite, probably DropSeven.
DropSeven's the big winner this week. For Tested,
Figure it out.
I'm Will.
I'm Norm.
See you guys later.
Bye.